Hi folks, welcome back to Santa Barbara Cigar and Tobacco. My name is Derek. I'm here with a cigar review for you today. We just got these into the shop. This is the La Aroma de Cuba Edición Especial. Today I'll be lighting up the number 3, which is a Toro sized cigar. This cigar comes from the My Father factory, made under the supervision of Jose Pepin Garcia down in Nicaragua. The cigar is made of some older Nicaraguan tobacco as well as a Habano wrapper, an Ecuadorian Habano wrapper, which sounds like it's going to be a nice medium full-bodied cigar, but we're going to light up today and see. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a sectional review, first section, second section, and thirds, and I'm just going to give you a little bits about what's going on. So if you have this cigar, go ahead and fire it up with me. Cut with our trusty Prometheus cutter D, probably one of the better cutters out there. Okay. Right off the bat, it's got a nice draw. Not too loose, not too tight. You want to just have a little tug there. You don't want it so loose that there's no resistance there, but you don't want it too tight either. Otherwise, you can't draw anything through it, and your jaw starts getting tired as you smoke it. On the cold draw is there's definitely a good tobacco flavor there. It's a fermented tobacco flavor. A little natural sweetness there too on the wrapper. Sweetness and a lot more spice on the wrapper. All right, let's light up. Now I get asked a lot what my preferred lighter is. I really don't have one. I do have a preference in number of flames though. On a torch lighter, 1 to 2 flames for me is perfect. Anything more, I feel like I'm over roasting the cigar. As you can see, this is a single flame I'm lighting with. Wow. Now, I'm not in the habit of really making any assessment of a cigar right at lighting, but on the nose, the retrohale, there's a good amount of spice there. Hints of spice on the palate. Leathery cigar. Already I can tell though it's not as strong of a cigar as La Aroma de Cuba is known to be. And I think that was by design. They wanted to keep it a little bit lighter than the rest of their cigars, unlike the San Cristobal or the other La Aroma de Cuba, the core lines. It's not as spicy as a Mi Amor, that's for sure. There's a lot of nice sweet flavor through it, and nice balancing spice. A little bit of woodiness and some leathery flavors in there. So I'm going to smoke this down a little bit, and I will come back when it is about an inch in. That gives it's a good place to start making assessments. So I'll see you in a little bit. Hi folks, welcome back. So I got through the first inch of the cigar, and unfortunately the ash decided to fall off. I wanted to show you what that ash looked like, but oh well, it actually did not go in the ashtray either. I had a beginner's moment and it hit the floor. So anyway, the flavor now is warmed up, developed a little bit. I do have to mention, I forgot to mention this in the first segment there, this is a beautiful looking cigar. It is oily. The wrapper is silky smooth. Now, we have had this cigar in our shop before. It is not a new cigar. I believe it was released back in 2010, maybe 2011. I don't remember it though. It's been that long. But we brought it back, and it's just performing very nicely. Construction is wonderful. The flavor is excellent. There's a spiciness, a woodiness, but it has a nice natural sweet flavor there. There's a cocoa-y flavor on this cigar. Cocoa-y, not chocolate. Keep that in mind. So Cigar Aficionado did rate this cigar 4 times. I think it is here. The first time being in 2008. So this cigar was reviewed in 2008, came out in the September 23rd issue with a 91 rating, 91 point rating. Then it came out a few months later, another issue in February of 2009. And it got a 91 point rating. Then in June of 2010, it received another 91 point rating. And then in April 1st, 2012, it received a 90 point rating. So, very good numbers for a cigar in the 90s, low 90s. And I agree, it is an excellent cigar. Yeah, there's a nice amount of spice. Not as much on the retrohale on the nose as there was in the beginning. That's definitely tamed a little bit. And it has this nice, sweet, spicy flavor to it. Kind of a cocoa-y flavor with leathery finish, definitely. This cigar is oily too. It is a very nice looking cigar, and so far a very nice tasting cigar. So, I'm going to get to about the halfway point of this cigar, which is right around the bottom of the second band there, the EE band. And I'll come back to you with a continuation. Alright folks, I am at about the halfway point of this cigar, and it has kicked up in flavor intensity. The flavors that I described earlier have just gotten a little more intense, a little stronger. Strength, not so much. I mean, the strength of the cigar, it's still a medium full-bodied cigar. It hasn't really gained a whole lot of strength, which is very nice actually, because now the flavor is more intense than the strength is. As you know, smoking cigars, the further down the cigar you smoke, the cigar changes a little bit and sometimes gets a little stronger. This one hasn't as much. The flavor intensity again has gotten a lot stronger. It's got a lot more spice on the retrohale. That sweetness is really coming through. It's a sweet, spicy, woody flavor. A little bit of roasted nuts and on that. Notes of roasted nuts on the flavor profile there. Very tasty cigar so far, and again, it's still performing beautifully. The ash has not held on like I like on a cigar. I take a puff, and then the ash just drops. Luckily, the past couple times, it went into the ashtray. The first time it dropped, it hit the floor. Total beginner move. That's okay. This cigar, I imagine, aging very well. And it's a beautiful looking cigar. It's a wonderful tasting cigar. I do hope you guys have a chance to try this. I'm gonna keep smoking this and wait till I get to the very end and give you my final thoughts on it. But so far, it's been an excellent cigar. And we do have them here in the shop. We have them in a couple different sizes to choose. So a little something for each person's taste. So again, I'm going to keep smoking this, and I'll come back at you at the end, kind of give you my final thoughts on it and how it progressed to the end. Hey folks, welcome back. I'm now at the end of this La Aroma de Cuba Estación Especial. It is a very nice cigar. It's ending nicely. The spice note has increased significantly by the end of this cigar here. The ash actually held on a little longer this time than it did the last couple times. It actually has a very nice looking ash, by the way. You know, you can see all the little flecks from the wrapper, and it is it's a great cigar. Medium full body, a little bit of spice, a little bit of sweetness until you get to the end of it, and that's when the spice kind of kicks up. The sweetness has diminished at this point, so it's mostly the spicy, woody, leathery character. One of the things I've always been concerned about is at the end of the cigar, is there any buildup that causes the cigar to plug up? This one did not. It happens only very rarely, and it always becomes a concern, but this one did not. It performed flawlessly. It smoked wonderfully. The flavor was very consistent throughout. The flavor did get a little stronger as I smoked it, but it did maintain the sweetness, the spiciness, the woodiness, and that leathery finish from the cigar. However, in the halfway point, you did notice I pointed out about the like a roasted nutty flavor on it. That was just in the halfway point, and it hasn't really come back. But again, there's that sweetness, spiciness, woodiness, and some leathery flavors. So I hope you all get a chance to try this cigar. We do have it here in the humidor in our shop, so please come on in and pick one up and give it a try. If you already have it and you're smoking it now, I hope you enjoyed it. And as I said before, keep on smoking. I'll see you guys on the next review. Thank you.